So, I realize I haven't recorded in a while. Actually, that's not true. I've been recording. I just haven't been posting. I don't know why. But anyway, so today I had two things that I want to talk about, and both of them are related to us living in Mountain Home, Idaho. So, the first one was around Mountain Home, or that part of Idaho. I think that's what they call the high desert, but it's mostly sagebrush. Until you start getting up into the mountains, and trees will grow there. It's just that because the soil is actually very rich, but it's also very dry, and so only trees that do well in drought conditions can survive in the wild, if you will. But in town, in Mountain Home, there were a lot of trees that had been planted, but again, they were watered. So anyway, So in between the sagebrush, there's this stuff that grows, and what we referred to it as, or what I was told it was called cheat grass, C-H-E-A-T grass. And it wasn't even really grass. It was sort of like these spindly plants that went off in different directions, and they were brown and just dried out, feeling like straw most of the time. And I do think that when it rained that they would get green, but I don't even know if I can't even say that I remember that. But anyway, so when it did rain though, this cheat grass put off this smell that was so nice. It was warm, and I don't even know. I think it's very similar actually to the way actually straw smells when it gets wet, or dry grass. I mean, really dry grass. If that it's kind of that smell. But anyway, I happened to smell something similar today when it rained here, and it made me think about that. The second thing I wanted to talk about that had occurred to me is we were talking about planning Carabelle's birthday party for this year, and we were talking about what we were going to serve, and somebody brought up corn on the cob. I love corn on the cob. But one of the things I remember about living in Mountain Home was that every year in the summer, somebody, it may have been the Optimists or the JCs or the Rotary or the town council, I have no idea, but they would put on this big thing, this big picnic called Air Force Appreciation Days, or Air Force Appreciation Day. And of course they should appreciate the Air Force, because pretty much the only reason Mountain Home existed, or at least that it was as large as it was because of that Air Force base. Anyhow, so for Air Force Appreciation Day, they would have this big, it was free, and they would have this basically big cookout where they grilled chicken and stuff, but they made these huge vats of corn on the cob. I mean, there must have been thousands of ears of corn on the cob. And if I remember correctly, I swear what I remember is that they were floating in basically horse troughs of buttery, salty water. That's what I remember. And this corn was so good. As a matter of fact, it just made my mouth water thinking about it. And I'm going to guess the last time I went to Air Force Appreciation Days, I was 15, which would make it 45 years ago. But the memory of it just made my mouth water. Oh, it's funny how things occur to you. I had not thought about Air Force Appreciation Days, or how much that corn on the cob, how good it tasted until right now. Okay, so anyway, thanks for watching. Love you.